Everybody, this is Miss Theresa from the Community Library in Salem Lakes and Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Cornhusk doll. Some of you have picked up kits from the library and you have your materials, but basically what you're going to need are corn husks, the kind you would use for tamales. And with children, you'll probably want to use food grade, so that you don't get a lot of mold and stuff like that. So we bought these. You will need some scissors. Going to need some string or yarn. You'll need about 7 corn husks to make one doll. And you'll need to soak them in water for about 10 minutes or so. You want them to be bendable, but you don't want them to be so wet that they tear apart. Now these are some examples, and I'm going to turn my camera so you know I have a face, but you probably won't see it much more during the demonstration. Let me turn my camera. And these are some of the Cornhusk dolls. You can make them however you'd like. You can decorate them. Even your littlest people can make a Cornhusk doll. This is one that a very little person made one time, and it's still adorable. Or you can make the bigger ones, which is what I have the corn husks for tonight. They're going to be bigger than these little guys. And these have no faces. They're done like the Haudenosaunee or the Iroquois people would do, and they've got a story about a corn maiden that was supposed to take care of children, and she thought she was so beautiful she spent more time looking into the river than she did taking care of the children. So she ended up being shrunk down, and she no longer had a face to admire. So that's what we're going to do tonight. First thing you're going to do is take about 4 of the corn husks, and you want to take probably the bigger, wider ones. Pat them dry a little bit so you don't get water all over Mom's kitchen. I don't know about your mom, but I, as a mom, don't enjoy water all over the kitchen. And tonight I'm being a little bit extra careful because I don't want it all over my computer either. Okay. Then I'm going to put these together. And when I put them together, and you can do it with 6 if you'd like, but 4 works. When you put them together, the way they curl, have that going towards the outside. It's just easier when you go to peel them back. Okay, we've got 4 of them here. And what we're going to do is about an inch and a half down, something like this. We're going to take our string and we're going to tie a knot. We're going to tie it as tight as we can. So this is where Mom and Dad or big sisters and brothers might come in for little hands. It's hard to tie a knot before you're 7 years old. Tie it and pull it as tight as we can. Going to cut it so we have the string for later. And then we're going to tip it over and we're going to peel it back like it's a banana. And you might want to roll this part up just a little bit so it's not pointy. Some people trim them. I just roll them back. And so we peel our banana. And we fan it out as we go a little bit. It'll be easier later for other things, you'll see. And you'll pick a smooth side. That can be your face. And this will be my face here. And you're going to tie another knot. Again, you want to tie them as tight as you can because once they dry, they're going to shrivel a little bit. And if your knots aren't very tight, your Cornhusk doll tends to be pretty loose. Cut that off. You'll have your face. Now the next thing you're going to do is probably take the smallest of your corn husks get it so it's not all drippy. And start from one side and just roll it. And you'll find little pieces of the corn silk and you can pull that out and toss it away. You're not going to need that. And once you've got it rolled, you're going to tie real close to the end another knot. This is a good time to practice doing knots. And cut it. And then I'm going to take my doll and I'm going to find the center. And sometimes you'll have to split a corn husk to get there if they're really, really big. This one's really long and big, so I'm just going to split it up here. You're going to slide this husk all the way up towards the knot up here. Okay. And when you get the arms, as long as you want them, you can tie another knot on this end. And trim it. Now you've got two extra pieces here that were getting wet. Right now your corn husk doll is pretty skinny. So we're gonna make them just a little bit thicker. That was already ripping, so I helped it some more. And what you're going to do is fold it over your shoulder and make sure you have quite a bit in the back, or the front. It depends on which way you want to go. You could put it this way, or you could put it this way. I like them going the other way here. But either way is fine. This way it looks like your doll will have a shawl. This way it just makes the dress look fuller. It's however you like it because it's your doll. And when you get it where you want it, and it helps when you're doing this to put it so when it cups towards your doll. It just makes it a little bit easier to do for the little folk. And if you need to, after you do the arms in, you can always do a tie underneath to keep them up if you're having trouble keeping them there. But if you've got big hands like I do, you don't need to do that. But a lot of little people have tiny hands, and that's the way it will work best for them. And we pull it over. Arrange it the way we like it. And we take the string one more time. Pull it really tight. So it's under the arms and around all your corn husks. And before you tie the knot, make sure that these pieces of corn husk here are caught in the knot also. Now I didn't get that tied very tight, so I'm going to go around again and tie it tight. And that's why I use a big piece of string. So if you mess up a little bit, that's okay. You can fix it right up. It's not a big deal. Fortunately, making corn husk dolls isn't like rocket science, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay. Then cut your knots and trim the knots from other things. Now, if you're looking at this, you're thinking, wow, that arm is really long. Kind of strange looking, huh? So you can slide your arms the way you want them. When you're happy with them, cut that off. Now she's kind of lopsided and she's all uneven here at the bottom. So all you have to do is take them, and you may need some help and you may have to cut it a couple times to get it right. I always do. And maybe even after they're dry, some pieces will dry and they'll be hanging longer. You cut them, shape them the way you want, and let them dry. And there you've got your corn husk doll. If you want to make the boy doll, what you do is you take it about halfway and just pull it up and split it up the front and the back. And then you'll have 2 more knots to make down at the bottom for his ankles. And you'll have a boy doll. Now all you have to do is wait for your doll to dry. And then you can leave it like this. Or you can get things, markers and things like that, and you can decorate your doll. This one has a rake, and she's got some hair. This one has hair and a hat and a spade. If you want the arms to be moved so that they're in front of the doll, you can take a piece of yarn or something and tie it lightly so it'll dry like that. And once it's dry, you can cut that off. This one has an apron and a babushka. She's been working out in the garden. And that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you put your doll together. You can make a lot of these from one pack. You can probably make about 10 or 11 dolls from this. And it's a good craft to do if you've got nothing else to do. Corn husks are only about $5 for a whole package. So if you want to do it as a craft at the holidays with the kids, it's a good thing to do. Until next time, I'm Miss Theresa from the Community Library in Salem and Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. You can visit our website at www.communitylib.org, and you can find links off of our homepage. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye-bye.